Okay, it is 6 p.m. and I think this is working. I hope it's working. I'm gonna wait for someone to comment to tell me that it's working because I've got my seconds in the corner saying that I'm up and running, but I don't know if I am up and running. Okay, I think it is working. Looks like we've got some people viewing. Okay, well, welcome to a live video about makeup. I always feel so awkward doing lives because I can't edit them and edit my awkwardness away. I'm a very awkward, weird person, and I feel like it comes out so much in videos like this. Okay, yes, so thanks for watching. I'm going to, oh wait, I forgot to just start my camera. Just got to record on my camera as well, just in case there's any muck-ups with the live. Okay, both are working. Okay, today we're going to cover eyeliner and eyelashes mainly. I might touch on eyebrows a little bit and then answer the questions that you guys have posted in the group as well under the post. All right, so let's get straight into it. Eyeliner. So this is the eyeliner that I use. It is Maybelline Eye Studio, and always make sure you buy it in black because I've made the mistake of buying it in brown before, but eyeliner has to be black. It also comes with this brush. I thought I had a new packet to show you what it looks like in the packaging, but I don't. Anyway, it comes in like a cardboard thing with the brush next to it. And yeah, so this is my go-to. I've got sensitive eyes and I find that this works best for me. I always get scared to try new products because I don't know what's going to work and what isn't. This is just your basic cheap one from Priceline that doesn't irritate your eyes and easy to use. So I quite like it. Sorry, I actually didn't show you, but I have a wet wipe here and I always wipe my brush before I use it and in between uses as well. It just gives it that cleaner, sharper look. You'll learn really quick that you have to use a wet wipe. All right, so to begin, sorry, I'm going to use my mirror here because it's too hard to see in the screen here. So to begin, from the corner of my eye, what I do from that corner is I draw a flick up and then down and across. If you just look close, oh my god, my skin's breaking out so bad. So that's how I start that tick off. Sometimes people like to start from the inner corner of their eye. It just comes down to personal preference. My personal preference is to start from the outside and then work my way in. And then I start to color this part in. And then just work across. Hope you can see in this. Can someone comment? Can you actually see what I'm doing clearly? Like, is this angle okay, or is it hard to see what I'm doing? Just so I know. Okay, I'll keep going until someone lets me know. And then, in between use, you might want to give your brush a dab and get some more product to give it that finer look. Let's see if I can do it here. No, I can't. It's like backwards. It's got that mirror. No, I can't. I have to do it, sorry. So, thanks, Jess. All right, so I've literally just worked my way across. I feel like the tick is the hardest part of the entire eyeliner process. So doing the tick first gets that hard part out of the way, and then you can just follow through across your lash line. I don't like to make mine very thick, as you can tell, but you can make it thicker. So I'll show you if you want to have that thicker, more dramatic look. I quite like this natural look. And I also like it because with a tick, you can't tell that you don't have eyelashes as much. I feel like if you don't do that cat eye, it's really more obvious to tell that you have no eyelashes. So that elongating of the eye gives the illusion of eyelashes. Like when I have eyeliner on and I tell people I don't have eyelashes, they're in shock and they have to they do these ones and they're like, what, really? I'm observing my eye all close up. So yeah, I'll show you what it looks like to do a thicker line. Let's hope I don't stuff this up. Okay, there's a thicker line for you. That is what I call my base. So I really like that jet black eyeliner look, and I feel like this isn't black enough for me. So what I use on top of that is this Rimmel London Glam Eyes Professional Liquid Liner Eyeliner Liquid Professional. Fancy. So this is what I use on top, and the brush looks like this. It is so fine. It gives it a more sharper jet black look, but the gel that I used before is easier to control than this. So I find using this as a base first makes this easier to just follow the line. So literally on top of what I've already done, I just use this to sharpen my lines and make it darker. I don't know if it's much more obvious to tell in this video, but yeah, it's come out a lot sharper than it was with just the gel that I used. And because I don't have eyelashes, I don't know if others experience this, but I find that eyeliner always drops down because of no eyelashes. So I'll just give that corner a little wipe because some eyeliner dropped down. And that is one eyeliner flick done. I'm going to quickly just do my other eye, exactly the same process, before I glue on my lash. Otherwise there'll be one eye done, one eye not, and we don't want that on camera now, do we? Blinked there and the brush went in my eye. By the way, guys, practice makes perfect. Like, I didn't just be born and then know how to do this. When I look back at photos from even a year ago, I can see like how much I've progressed and how much better my flick has gotten and how much more precise it's gotten. So honestly, all you got to do is just practice, practice, practice. I can't stress enough how important that is, and it's the only way you're going to learn, the only way you're going to get better. And I still stuff up till today. I've been bold since like 2014 and I still stuff up. So if you stuff up, don't be hard on yourself. Don't stress out, you know, just wipe it off, start again, fix it up. Life goes on. Okay, I just feel like I'm pulling the funniest faces while I'm not looking at the camera, and then it's all being filmed, and then my sister is gonna be laughing at me later and sending me screenshots of awkward like things my face is doing. I just know it. So sorry, I finished with the gel and I'm using the liquid over it again, just like I did with the previous eye. Sorry that you have to rewatch this a second time. Okay. Both eyes are done. Hey, I look a bit cute. Okay. Wow, it's nearly been 15 minutes already. Sorry that that's taken that long. All right. So moving on to eyelashes. These are the lashes I use. So Red Cherry eyelashes, the WSP is wispy. So I love my wispy lashes. They're always my go-to. I feel like they're the most natural looking. See how they kind of have that crossover look, and there's some thicker parts and some thinner parts. I just love how they look on. And if you've seen me on Instagram or ever seen a photo of me with eyelashes, I'm wearing these, guaranteed. However, I do change them a little bit before I wear them. So as you can see, they are quite long, and if you have an eyelid that long, then go for it, glue it on. But I don't. And I also find that when I wear eyelashes too close to the inner corner of my eye begins to irritate, and I end up like, and it ends up in my eye, and then my eye gets watery, and then the whole lash just ends up coming off. It doesn't work for me. So what I do is I cut it a little bit shorter so that I can start gluing my lash roughly about that point of my eye rather than there. And I feel like that stops it from irritating, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is what they originally look like. I've already used these ones, but reuse your lashes. Oh, rewind. I get these from eBay in bulk for cheap. I can't remember at the top of my head now because I haven't bought in a few months, but I think I buy them in bulk in like packs of 10, or there's different amounts you can buy, but 10 will last you ages. So reuse, reuse, reuse. Just peel off the glue and reuse it. So yeah, this is what they originally look like. And these are my ones that I am using at the moment. See how they're a little shorter? I might actually just take it out to show you the comparison. I think it's a bit hard in the packets. Okay. So this is what they're originally looking like. I can probably like stick it on my hand. Yep. That's the original. And this is, grab the other one, how much I cut off. See that slight difference in the corner? It's mirror image. That slight difference. So I don't cut that much off when you look at it like this. But always cut the longer end. So don't cut the inner corner. Don't cut. No. Don't cut the inner corner. Cut the outer corner, the longer end, if you are cutting it. Okay, so I'm going to take my lash, just make sure there's no fluff on where the glue previously was. This is the glue I use. I'm not really fussy with my glue. I've used, let me see if I've got it here. I've used this before. It's been fine with me. Some people are quite picky with their glue and only like to use the Duo or another brand, but find what works for you. The Duo works well for me. And I'm not fussed if I use the white or the what's it called? The black or the white glue, because they both dry clear anyway and ends up looking the same. If anything, the white, you can see how much you've put on more clear than the black. So if anything, I actually prefer the white. Unpopular opinion. So I use the, sorry, I'm so not used to describing what I'm doing while I'm doing it. I use the end corner of the Duo glue and I squeeze a little bit on my hand and I just collect it and drag it along the lash. I need a little bit more there. Okay, that looks like it will be enough. A bit more at the end. All right, so let me show you what I've done. So I've put quite a decent amount of glue on. Some people also like to put glue on their lid as well as the lash. I don't. I get scared doing it, but you can give it a go and see if it works for you. If it works for you, then go for it. It's just personal preference. I don't like to do it. So wait till the glue's a bit tacky. Don't put it straight onto your eye because it's still very, the glue's still very liquidy. You can blow it to speed up the process if you want. You can flatter it. You can, I don't know, dance with it. La 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 la. Just trying to like read your comments to see if there's anything I can answer. I'll show you what it looks like before I pop it on my eye. I need to stay away from the chocolate. Look at all these breakouts. All right, so this is what it's looking like now. The center's dried a lot quicker than the ends, but I'm going to go ahead and pop it on my eye now. When I put my lashes on, I close the eye that I'm putting it on, and start with the back end of the lash, the longer end, and then kind of adjust and work its way towards the inner end and place it that way. So just watch as I do it. I'll try to get as close as I can. I'll bring my mirror here. And then just keep your eye closed. Push it down to just reinforce where it's supposed to stick, and just keep your eye closed for a moment while it's drying. You can like slightly lift it up so when it does properly completely dry, it's in the exact position you want. And I like mine to flick up. Give it that nice fan look. Okay, so you'll still notice there's some white parts that are going to dry clear because the glue hasn't completely dried yet. And I'm just playing around, pushing it up. I feel like I need to go out after this, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Alright, that is one lash on. What I'm going to do is, rather than doing the exact same thing on the other side, I'm going to show you guys a different trick that you can do. So this one is awesome for the newbies. If you have attempted to wear lashes and just failed over and over and over again, start with what I'm about to show you and work your way up to the process that I just did on this eye. And actually, see, do you notice that it's so difficult because it's backwards? See where it's beginning my lash? It's not right on the inner corner of my eyelid because it irritates, as I mentioned earlier. I find a lot of people with alopecia say the same thing, and this is just a little trick that I do. You can't even tell, like, look, you can't tell that I didn't start from the inner corner. It's just that little gap makes such a difference and can completely change your whole day, your whole night. Yeah. Okay, so the one for the newbies. Let's see if I've got any that are open, I think. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah. So, another little trick is, I'm just going to, a little bit yuck, but I'm just gonna pick this old glue off this lash. Sometimes I cut even more off the lash and just make it a corner lash. So I'm sure you've all seen corner lashes at like Priceline and wherever you buy your makeup from, and people with existing eyelashes use corner eyelashes just to kind of elongate that cat eye look. But you know what? Us people with no eyelashes can also use corner lashes. They are fantastic. You can buy a corner lash or you can just cut a full strip, which is what I do. I just cut the full strip. Remember, always cut from the longer end because you always want to have that shorter end. So this is what a corner lash would look like. A very small strip compared to what I have on now underneath. So the top, oh my gosh, this reverse camera thing is making me so annoyed. Alright, I can't show you, wait. Here we go. Top one is a corner lash, bottom one is what I have on now. So it doesn't look like such a huge difference, but it makes such a huge difference when you're learning and practicing. All right, so got my corner lash. Going to put the glue on just like I did with my other eye, using the end of my duo glue as the applicator, because, you know, multi-use for the one thing, why not? The glue on. And then we wait for it to get tacky like we did earlier. This is when you do the salsa with it, dance with it. Salsa, tacos, I'm hungry. I will get to the questions at the end as well, if I haven't forgotten. Oh no, my camera died. That's okay. Sorry, Georgia. Stopped filming on the camera. No battery power remains. Let's turn that off. It was fully charged. That's really odd. I don't even know why it's not. Okay, looks like something's actually wrong with it. Better check that out later. Alright. The glue's dried quite a bit. And then let's see how it's got like patches of clear, patches of white. It's ready to go on the eye. It's going to go on the outer part of my eye. Just adjust that. Same thing, just play around with it till it's in that position you want. Okay, this is a good learning experience. So the glue on the inside corner, well, not really, the halfway point, kind of dried a little bit too much. So I'm just going to put a little bit of extra glue underneath like this. And then it will dry in its own time and be all right. Okay, let me get close up for you guys to see this. The lash is beginning there, but when you're looking at me and you can see those lashes flick at the end, it's not really that obvious that it's only half a lash. And it's easier to apply this way because you're not using a full strip. So if you're beginning, then it's just so much easier. So much easier. I used to always do this to begin with and no one ever noticed. No one can tell the difference. Still trying a little bit. And I feel like if you are the kind of person to wear eyelashes every day, this would be so much more comfortable than this. Like, this can just get annoying. This you don't even notice. You can't even feel it when it's just on the corner. I love it. Great. You can also go a step above what I've done, which I'm not going to show you in today's video because I've probably only ever done it like once in my life. But these individual lashes, you can get them from Priceline as well. I will, on my full lash, put a couple on in the corner, maybe like 2 or 3, just depending on the occasion. And it just gives a little bit more of a dramatic look. And then get some mascara and flick them up together and it works out perfect. Yeah, so they're eyes that are done. I do have an eyebrow video, so I'm not really going to tell you much about that, but since making my eyebrow video, I do use a new product now. I use Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and I use the color Soft Brown. Depending on your skin tone, you'll need different shades and your natural hair color. I quite like the soft brown color, so that's what I've got on my eyebrows at the moment, but I've had it on all day. So I'm just going to do a little quick demonstration of what I do with my brows. Rather than drawing a solid line, I draw hair strokes. Ding, 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 and I just keep building up these hair strokes. You can make it as dark or as light as you want, depending on the pressure of your hand. Okay, that's basically all I'm going to tell you about brows, because yes, as I said, I do have a video that already exists. Okay. Is there anything that you guys would like answered? Oh, actually, wait, one more thing. On the bottom, I never put lashes on the bottom. I've never even tried. I follow a few people on Instagram who also have alopecia universalis and do put lashes on the bottom, but I just find you don't really need it. If I really want like a darker look, I'll just get a pencil eyeliner. Sorry, this is really old. I haven't sharpened it in ages. And I'll just, don't pull your eyelid, press your eyelid, and just put a little bit of black underneath if you like. And to me, it gives that same effect, to be honest, as eyelashes on the bottom, so you don't really need to have further uncomfort and further glue and all that jazz. Okay, I'm going to start answering questions now. So if you want me to cover anything else, leave it in the comments, and I'm going to go in the Facebook post and see previous questions that you guys had. All right. Cute top, thank you. That's fine. The close-ups help. Energy now. Yep. How do you get your makeup looking matte throughout the night? I don't. If I'm having a night out, I tend to sweat a lot, especially with how much I love to dance. So I don't really, but if it's just a dinner, this is what I use to make my makeup look matte. So Studio Fix MAC in the powder form. And on top of my liquid foundation, before I put my bronzer and my highlighter and blush, I'll dab this on to give a more matte finish to my foundation. But I'm oily. I have oily skin, so it doesn't really last very long anyway. Such a helpful video. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you, Persa. I'm glad it was helpful. Okay, so there are all the comments you guys have left here. I will go onto the Facebook post and read comments you have left there. How do I find that Facebook? Yeah. I'm actually like really slow with technology. I'm not the best with it. Okay. lashes, which ones actually work? Has anyone tried the magnetic ones? So I've showed you the ones that work for me. This is all just personal preference. You might not like that wispy look and want to go for a more natural look. So when you're picking out which lashes you want from the shelf or from eBay, just pick the one that appeals to you most. But as you can see, the wispy look is so nice. I mean, how can you go past it? I have not tried magnetic lashes yet. I really do need to try it, but I'm just so happy with how my current ones work and so used to the process that I feel like, what's the point for myself? But I've heard a lot of people have tried them, and I've heard mixed reviews. Some people are really happy, some people hate them. So look, give them a go. I'm planning to give them a go. It's just about when I get around to it. I would love some tips on defining the eyes when you've lost your eyelashes. For example, eyeliner tips, etc. Which products are best and application techniques. So when you've lost your eyelashes, defining your eye, make sure you do that cat tick that I've done here. And that's the best way to define your eye, really. Even if you don't stick on fake lashes, I feel like it's really hard to tell that you've lost your eyelashes. Also, how to make your eyebrows look natural when they're not microbladed and you are drawing them on yourself. So I draw my eyebrows on myself and I've shared the technique I use. So just try and copy that microblading technique with the makeup that you're using. Draw the hair strokes, don't draw a solid line, and color it in. Okay, so there was talk about men wanting some options as well. So with my own looking into it and what the amazing Shell responded as well, most men do go for the stick-on brows. So I'm not 100% sure of the company name, but we can provide you with that later if necessary. But men have the option to stick on brows. Of course, you can get your eyebrows microbladed as well. I've seen lots and lots of pictures of men getting their eyebrows microbladed. So that's definitely an option. It's not just for women. But most men, yeah, do tend to go for those stick-on ones. And I've seen ones at the Alopecia Areata Foundation Open Day in Melbourne that looks so real. I saw one girl have it on and I was literally like, what? Like, you just can't tell. So definitely an option for men. I quite like drawing mine on and having that really structured look and playing around as much as I like. But for men, definitely I would look into that if I was a guy. They were all the questions that were on Facebook. So I'm going to leave it at that. But if there's any other questions that you want to follow up with, just leave them in the post. You can tag me as well in the question so I can to make sure that I actually see it and I can answer you. And I really, really hope this video helps at least one person, because I know how daunting and stressful it can be to try and navigate the makeup world and what products to use and what works and what doesn't and different techniques. Like, there's so much out there. So like, also, just because all this works for me, it may not work for you, but try it out. And I hope it does. And yes, I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for coming to watching on a Monday night. Thanks for coming to watch on a Monday night. I really need to not do lives. I'm awful at these. Can't even talk properly. Yes, thank you for coming to watch on a Monday night. And I hope to connect with you all in real life one day, or continue to on Facebook. Peace and love.